Good evening and salutations, my Days of Our Lives fans. So, starting off with Stephanie and Everett, here's the thing. Here's the issues that I have with Stephanie, is that she minimizes the issues that she's having with Chad. She's like, well, these are small, minor problems, but we'll get through it. How are you going to get through something so serious as marriage? Okay? He is literally across town pretty much telling Nicole that he can't see himself exchanging vows with anyone else except for Abby, right? And even Everett's like, well, I don't understand. Why did you allow this? Why did he allow you to move in his house, play stepmom to his kids, if he wasn't going to sit there and put a ring on your finger? Granted, she was like, she came in there with her eyes wide open, but the thing is, she knew the deal. To an extent, she knew the deal. But she does what so many other women do. And I'm not saying all women, so don't sit there and get it twisted. She tries to sit there and change her. Okay? She's like, well, if given enough time, enough love, enough patience, and then when that doesn't work out, then they're standing there looking stupid, being like, I can't believe you wasted my time, this, that, and the third, when you knew the deal. And yes, I do think it's selfish for Chad to sit there and move her into this place, play stepmom with you with your kids, and then just be like, yeah, I don't really see us going anywhere besides us just being boyfriend and girlfriend. That's high school stuff. When you start getting older, you want to sit there and start having roots and things of that nature and planning your life with this person. And he knew he wasn't ready to sit there and move on. And he said that multiple times. I think it was one episode. So why do that to her? Why do that to any woman? You know? Lee's pissed. Lee is pissed. Here's, uh, I feel like this video is going to get me canceled, but you know what? F it. Here's the thing with some women. This is not a women bashing session, I promise. But the thing is, our patience isn't finite, okay? And her playing games, playing with this man's emotions, you don't even know what state this man is in. This dude is practically walking around with a knife talking about, thinking of finding ways to sit there and end your happiness. I don't know if that means in you, in your husband, whatever. But you don't play games with someone's emotions. You don't do that with the same rational person, let alone with him. I mean, granted, she didn't know, but it's like, when his sister got home, she was like, "Yo, you good, bro?" And he tells her that she tricked him into giving up the shares and stuff like that. He doesn't go into detail because that she would be pissed off, but he's like, yeah, she tricked me and everything like that. He talks about his first girlfriend that she didn't even know about. And, he's going to talk about the lecture that he's going to get from their father when he finds out that she got his shares. So you're pretty much dealing with a man that really doesn't have anything to lose. So at some point when Stefan goes to Lee Shen's house for some odd reason, he sees Gabby with a knife and Lee's body on the floor. So, and I don't feel bad for her. I don't feel bad. In this case, I don't feel bad for her. Because you push this man over the edge. And this is what happens when you play with someone's emotions. Now, I did sit there and say, I bring up the question of how they're going to sit there and handle Gabby's exit. Because you know that, I forgot her actual name, but she's leaving the show. Maybe she's going to come back. I don't know. Apparently, she did this before. But made me wonder, how is she going to exit the show? And today, we got our answer. Um, They felt like they were so high and mighty and on top of the world as far as, letting EJ know that he's going to be ousted, he's going to be fired or whatever, which he was. And, EJ's like, I'm going to get you. If you can find proof, it's going to be a wrap. He's going to be right back on top. The little victory lap, victory dance, whatever you want to call it, is not going to last that long. I do wish that Chad would do the right thing and be like, you know what? Listen, Stephanie, this is not going to work out. You talking to Nicole about this. You should be talking to her about this. And I don't even understand why Stephanie didn't say anything like, hey, listen, I ran into my ex. Because she know damn well if the roles were reversed, she would have been pissed. Okay? And this just seems so toxic and unhealthy and just miserable. He seems to talk about, oh, they're not really talking, they barely see each other. She's icing them out and everything like that. And I'm like, why do you want to live like this? Oh, wait, you decided to bring her into your life to play stepmom to your kids and, you know, just expect her to be cool with it. And to be fair, she should have said something. So I'm putting the L on both of them as far as I'm concerned. EJ is trash. Okay. He tells Sloan that he wants to get married today. She's like, it's a little kind of odd, but Sloan is so damn desperate that she's going to go along with it. He goes to tell his mom, and his mom is like, are you only doing this because, Nicole got married today? He promised her, swears up and down, what she knows that he's lying, but she's going to do it anyway because, well, plot. Let's just be real, because of plot. So you got that going on. They wind up getting married. There's one point where he does hesitate with the vows. She makes a remark about it afterwards, after they're done. I think Rome and also Brady was there because, well, they needed somebody to be the best man. So, yeah. So you got that going on. He wanted to be the best man. They got married. She was wondering about it. She questioned him. But like I said, she's so desperate that she'll sit there and just pretty much take whatever she gets. Whatever she can get, she'll sit there and take, which is really sad. But this is where we are, people. This is what makes sense. So okay, you got that going on. Um, I feel like there's more. Uh, Everett also tells Stephanie that he's going to be staying in town. He couldn't really find a job after his accident, and the position was perfect. It pays good, so he was like, "I'm going to be moving there." And at first, she was like, she felt a little kind of sus, like, you want to be with me. Now you're moving in town here. And I'm like, bro, you're sitting there playing house with a man who's never going to marry you, and that's what you want. So I don't understand why you're sitting there being so defensive with him, like, oh well, we're going through a rough patch, and you're going to be. It's like, bro, what are you doing? This man wants to actually be with you. Y'all seem like you had good history. You're staying with a guy who you're barely talking to. What are you doing with your life? Your life is a mess at this point right now. It's somewhat chaotic. I'll sit there and say. Anyway, they go out for ice cream or coffee or pumpkin spice, whatever the hell it is that they went up doing. She felt better about opening up. They hug. And then Chad saw that and Chad was like, Steph, babe, who's that man? He didn't say that, but he just had that look like was good. Nicole was trying to tell him, Chad, to just embrace life. Abby wanted, and you don't really find happiness too often. The usual sermon speech about go find true love or some crap like that. Um, but I just even with that speech, I don't think that he's ready to sit there and move on, which is fine. I'm like, bro, you need to sit there and tell her. You need to sit there and tell her. And end this relationship, whatever this thing is, because it's like this relationship is being infected, and if y'all don't do anything, it's just gonna get worse. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty much about it. Rome was there, by the way. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty much about it. But I gotta sit there and say, Days was bringing it. I asked the question. Oh, also EJ called Leah Simp, which I found funny. Um, I pondered the question yesterday in my live stream. Which one is the better soap? General Hospital or Days? I've been watching General Hospital since high school. I've been watching Days for 2 years. But here's the thing though. This whole week, Days was bringing it. GH was just fillers. It was literally just effing fillers. I'm like, are you kidding me? It seemed like almost every other soap opera brung it except for GH, but specifically with Days. The answers and responses I was getting they were kind of baffling to me. And this is somebody who's been watching GH for a very long time. And I'm like, they're sitting there giving these reasons why they like it, but I'm like, were we not watching the same show this week? Because there really hasn't been one good episode. There's been maybe a few minor parts, but as far as a whole episode, no. Days brung it yesterday, and Days brung it today. The only episode that I felt I'm going to be honest, was crap, was a Halloween episode. I don't do standalone episodes, so it just felt like an entire waste of time that they really could have just avoided. But besides that, it was good. Hell, even the parts that are damn near somewhat unwatchable, like Holly, I still feel that somebody should be fired for bringing in Holly and Tate, and this whole Teresa Gwen crap. Those scenes are unwatchable, but even with that being said, the episodes are still generally better. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I feel like that's pretty much about it. If I missed anything, you know what to do. Come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and talk about all the shows, Days of Our Lives, General Hospital, Born and Beautiful, and Young and Restless. Yeah, with that being said, I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next video.